Hey everybody, how's it going? So today I'm going to teach you how I reamp guitar. Reamping is simply the technique of taking a direct signal off a guitar, recording it, and sending it back out to an amp. What this allows you to do is alter the recorded guitar tone in nearly infinite ways. You can change your amp, your cabinet, microphone, and preamp. You can add multiple mics to your configuration and even run multiple amps, and you can change the settings on the amps. The possibilities are limited only by how much time and how much gear you have. So first up, you'll need two things: a direct box or DI input for your guitar, and a reamp box. For those of you asking, yes, you can get away with the instrument inputs on your interface, such as the second generation Focusrite Scarlett series. However, I do recommend a dedicated direct box like a Countryman, as it's extremely clean and will last you a lifetime. Please see my video, How to Prepare Your Tracks for Reamping, on how to record the cleanest direct signal for our purposes. There's a link in the description below and a card you can click on in the corner. Now, do you actually need to get a reamp box? Well, technically no. You can hook up a guitar amp from your sound card's output. Let's hear what that sounds like. Okay, not exactly ideal. Here's the same clip with a reamp box. Okay, that's much cleaner. Now, what the reamp box does is gets the signal down to a guitar level as opposed to a line level like your sound card's output. Your sound card's output also has a balanced connection, and your guitar amp does not. Connecting the two creates a path for ground currents to flow into, causing noise. A reamp box isolates the ground with a transformer, thereby keeping the signal clean. So yes, while you can reamp with your sound card's output, it's impractical because the idea is to get a better tone, not a worse one. But reamping is a dead simple operation. The first thing you want to do is connect the hardware. Choose an output on your sound card, take a balanced cable from it to the reamp box's input. Then take a guitar cable from the reamp box's output and connect it to your guitar amp. It's that simple. If you want to hook up any pedals, this is the place in the chain to do it, between the box and the amp. I might throw in an overdrive here or a wah or any number of things depending on the requirements of the song. When it comes to the software end of things, this is where you really want to pay attention. Ideally, you want to route to a mono sound card output. I know that back in the Sneap forum days, a lot of guys would get a weak signal going to their amp because their software would route to a stereo output and they'd forget to pan the signal over to one side and therefore only get half the signal out to the amp because it was split across two outputs. So if your software only routes to a stereo out, remember to pan that signal over to the side that you've got hooked up to the reamp box. Myself, I use Reaper and the routing is easy. Just select the mono output from a drop-down menu and set it to pre-effects. That way you can bypass the fader, allowing you to pull down the direct signal in your mix and yet send it out to your amp at full volume. And please make sure your hardware output is set to a minimum +4 level. Myself, I use an RME Fireface UFX Plus, which has a high gain output option, which is perfect for reamping. Now, if you're still not getting enough of the signal, you might want to try an overdrive for a clean boost. After that, you can reamp till you drive yourself crazy with all the possibilities. Check this out. Here's a track we did with Trey Xavier from Gear Gods a couple weeks back, and here's how much we can change the tone by just making a few small changes. Now, normally I'll record you guys a fresh clip, but Trey's piece was really awesome, and it's definitely worth reamping. change the cab or the mic or the speaker, all with the same amp, and you still get massive tone shifts. Back when I was still learning how to record guitar, there were times I would reamp an entire album 10 to 12 times till I was finally happy with the tone. Tweak the EQ, move the mic a couple of millimeters, and do it again. These days, the Dynamount takes a lot of that guesswork out of mic placement. However, it's easy to get obsessed with tone, so remember to take breaks and relax your ears every couple of hours, otherwise you're just going to get nowhere. If you want my recommendations for reamp boxes, I've been using the same Radial X amp for over 10 years now. At the high end, I'd recommend the 2 Notes Torpedo Reload, and I should be getting one of those on the show very shortly. Okay, that's it for this tutorial. Hopefully somebody finds it useful. If there's other tutorials you would like to see on the show, please let me know in the comments below. I want to do a lot more of these. Take it easy. I'm out of here.